You know, talking about God's hand, and we're out of time here, so let me just make this point, God's hand in this deal. I think one of the most amazing examples of that was that just a few weeks after we released this thing, that quote by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Here is the most radical, hardcore pro-abort justice on the United States Supreme Court coming out and saying basically what's in Maafa21 is true. Yes. That this was not about women's rights. It wasn't about reproductive choice. It was about, well, as she said, getting rid of certain populations that we don't want there to be too many of. This is a sitting United States Supreme Court justice. And I had one African-American, I'm going to tell you this story real quick before we go. I had one African-American radio host that I'd kind of talked about this, and he hadn't seen the whole thing yet, but he knew what it was about, and somebody else told him about it, and he wasn't totally sold. And he called me right after he heard that Ginsburg quote, and he said, man, the hair all over my body stuck straight out when I heard that quote. And now he's big on board. He's really pushing the thing. And I think that's God saying, that's God telling us you're on the right track.
Amen.
When that woman said that, that's what I took from it. Now maybe I'm seeing something that's not there.
When he handed out the NAACP, he put Maafa21 in the hands of people with Ginsburg quote.
Ginsburg quote. And because this movie proves what she said. That's right. And she said, she proves what this movie said. She was, it's astonishing.